every time you do die in this game, I want you to just give me a little, like, even a 1-sentence debrief why you died. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do, but as soon as you die, I want you to kind of give me a debrief of, oh, he did this, I should have done that, I overchowed, that was a good death, it was a trade death where my teammate got the trade. Just give me a little insight of why you think you died, so I can know if your understanding is there as well, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do, but you're going to start to see, wow, this is something I can actually do myself, and it's a very helpful mechanic just to understand why you died, because then you know. If you make this, for example, if you say to me 6 times in a row, I died because I ran at this guy, you know what mistake you're making, then you're already getting closer to improving. So we're all about making tiny habits to get you to the next level, especially because your PR was, you know, this is your PR right now, so sometimes you're going to feel like the lobbies you're going up against are kind of difficult, so we have to see what it is that we can do to keep you here. So let's go off the break here.
Oh.
Okay.
I think that time I missed my shots.
Okay.
Definitely.
Give me okay. That's a fair one. So right there, you feel like you set yourself up in a pretty good position. Just missed a few of your shots there. I would agree. One thing I would say is when you slide out that much, you are basically committing to the gunfight by doing that, because you are overextending out, right? So it's kind of like sometimes you can do the exact same thing, but maybe not tuck yourself all the way to the edge there, kind of playing closer. I love that 2-piece, by the way. So right now in the kill feed, we know 3 are down and there's 1 person on this catwalk, so that's the last player. So if we looked at the minimap, where do we guess they're going to be coming from? I would guess they're coming from the left side of P2. And that's where they're coming from.
Left side, like over here?
Yeah, perfect. So on your, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly that. So you see how you kill that guy now, because you're blocking this, they should be spawning for the other side. Okay, so right there, what could you have done a little bit better there when you died? What could you have done slightly better there?
Probably use my equipment.
Yeah, sure. Look where you spawned. Do you see the punishing effect that had right there? So right there, you knew that they were in the middle, right? Did you know they were coming through the middle in that situation?
I knew there was one. I didn't free there though.
Okay, so in that scenario, just like where you were standing, you should have known they were spawning out. But the most important thing there is to be disciplined enough to hold the lanes there. So that's where you could have started cutting lanes instead of overcommitting. Is that fair? Like right there, you overcommit in. Yeah. Mean, like, lay down yeah, exactly. Like play for a guarantee. You know what I mean? Like play for a guarantee and be annoying. Because what you're doing now, look how chaotic this all is right now. This is so chaotic because we gave the map control. Really good shots, by the way. Really good shots. But look, you're having to really get back into this game here when you actually had the advantage there. So sometimes slow it down. So that's one mistake we're going to go through. I want to see how many big mistakes you make. So I think that was a crucial one, because now look at the effect it's having, that you basically gave them the whole time, right? So now we're going to go through 15 seconds left. We're actually spawning on the old hill again, so we want to start to rotate around here. Look at the kill feed together here. You can see our teammates got 3, so that's a whole fresh wave. So where are they going to be spawning? We know they're going to be spawning at the back of P3 to near the P4 side. So on your left here, you know they're going to be spawning on your left here, and there you go. So you see how you slid out around the corner. I know I'm a second ahead of you, behind you, but I knew they were coming through the left because I thought about the spawn there, right? So it's just about thinking of the spawn when you're running to give you an understanding. So that's the second mistake we'll go through again. Did that make sense right there, how I knew they were going to be there?
No, for sure. I completely understand what you're saying there.
Yeah, perfect. So right now, yeah.
Here, so they're gonna come
go for it. Talk to me. There you go. Right, that's great. So what you just did is great right there. Now think about this angle you're seeing. So I'm not sure if you're dying. Let's see. Yeah, so right there you end up dying or almost dying. It's just about being in a quicker angle. And in that situation, you knew they were coming from middle or the left. So what could you have done? What one thing you could do to allow you to watch multiple ways is use your equipment, right? So right there, I don't mind you dying, but what we could do is just give ourselves a bit more of a chance, right? Put a trophy down, stun and nade, be a better angle. Just give ourselves a higher chance of surviving. Now this is the money hill, so let's see how we get back into this. So right now, what's kind of going on in your head right now on the map? What's kind of going on in your head right now? Okay, perfect, great. I like that. I like that a lot.
Hold this position.
So you know they should all be coming through the far left there, right? Now how many people just died in the kill feed?
I'm not sure.
Okay, perfect. That's really important information because that's 3 and the last guy's at the back. So if you saw the kill feed there, what you would have been able to see is that was the last guy. A really big 2-piece right by there. By the way, really good 2-piece, really good 3-piece. So right now, you know they're all spawning through the middle because your teammate's on the far right. So can you see your teammates blocking the right spawns? So that's how I know they're through middle. There you go. So now they should be through the right again. So now you've just got to hold these angles. This is perfect. This is easy for you now. One thing I would say is use your equipment, slow them down, don't get tunnel visioned. Really good shots, by the way. Very, very good shots right now, Tuna. You're absolutely frying them. I love this. This is great play from you, okay? Really good stuff. Just chuck a nade in the cut. You can see they're coming through behind you, so we can hold it. You can chuck a grenade. This is really good from you. Let's see this. Let's see this together. I don't mind it. I know it wasn't the most optimal nade, but I don't mind. I like using your equipment because at least you're getting good with the habit, okay? Right there, your teammate's holding that, so I would have turned around a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if you noticed there. Did you see your teammate was actually holding the back door there? So you could have helped the teammate at the front. Did you notice that from the minimap?
I did not.
Okay, perfect. So what that tells me again is you're, you know, you're looking at the right angle, but you need to just be looking at me up a little bit quicker because the game's evolving, right? So what you did, your play was fine. 3 seconds later, it was a different play. This is good for cutting lanes. That was perfect. So what I wanted you to do was exactly what you just did there on the P1 on the last time. You know, earlier on, exact same thing. Really good stuff there. Okay. Now, right now you have an AR. Just hold an angle. Perfect, bro. Just hold an angle. Yeah. Same thing. That was really good. Right yeah, there. Perfect. There you go. So you're starting to understand that, right? Because why was that an okay depth? Yeah. Just to explain to everyone at home.
Because I got the guy weak, so my teammate was able to pick up my trade.
There you go. So remember, it's not about your kill, it's about the team kill, right? So I 100% agree, and I'm glad you were able to identify that. You're like, you know what, that actually wasn't a bad def, because I did my job, I made him weak, my teammate got the trade, and as a team, we won the fight. Really good stuff here. Where are they coming from? What can we do? There you go, suck some equipment. There you go, that's perfect, bro. So right now, what we were playing for the map control, we're playing for the bigger picture, which is the P2. Our teammate just got 2-piece with me, so we have to start playing for the cuts now. Okay, so right now they have map control. You know they're going to be coming through middle and they're going to be coming through the far left there. So we just got to play our life a little bit. I don't mind this play from you. I really don't. This is actually not a bad play at all. Oh, just don't get tunnel visioned. Yeah, so right there. So that's why I didn't want you to get a little bit tunnel vision. So you kind of chase the shadow of that one guy, but you need to understand there's a high chance that multiple are going to push you there, right? So just trying to get tunnel vision on the one guy. And again, this is the second time on the P2. You guys had the rotation and lost it. Do you see the effect this is having? Because you guys actually had a really good break there. And again, you guys end up getting and get broken there, okay? So we have to be a bit stronger in that P2 transition. Because now, look, now like they're getting the lead, but I actually think you're playing better overall. You've just given them the P2 for free both times. This is such a money hill in these scenarios. Okay, right there. Yeah, perfect. That's good. And after this, we'll go through a bit more in detail. But right there again, you're the furthest pushed up there. I need you to just play for a kill, get map control instead of overcommitting. When you not now, to earlier on when you died by the guy by the truck. Right now, 12 seconds left. You can leave this. You can leave this. So you going forward right now. All you're doing is giving them a chance to rotate. I don't mind you leaving this. You could put the pressure on them through the right, but you don't have to fully commit as long as you start playing for new. Now, one thing you don't want to do is give up all the map controls. I don't mind you holding the right, just putting pressure on them as long as you have in your head the idea of rotating here. That's great. How many people are down on the kill feed? Where's the open map right now? There's one player left. Where do you think they could be? So where do you think they're spawning right now, my friend?
Well, there's two. They're in mid right now. I'm not sure. They're going to be spawning to my left right now.
There you go. No, perfect. Absolutely. Now, when they spawn, they've got equipment, right? They're probably going to spam it at you. So right now, it would be a little bit faster with my trophy system, just because every time they spawn, you're in such a good power spot. If I was them, I'd probably use my equipment on you. So I would do this. Yeah. So I would probably put a trophy down to stop that. That's a little bit unlucky right there. Maybe, again, using your equipment to, when there's multiple lanes open, I want you to be a bit better at using your equipment. Now, right there, you don't know if they were coming from middle or vault. So just using your equipment to just, you know, guess where they could be coming from. This rotation is huge. Good kill. We know there's one there. Right. Okay, so if you saw the mini-map there, he was actually on the left earlier. But that might have not been him anyways. We're just using the mini-map a little bit more in the fights. Right now, this is perfect. You got a wave of 4. You know they're spawning back P2. So now it's just about opening the map and seeing what's empty. So I want you to look at the map and see what's empty right now. See what you could do and what you could watch. So right now, you're watching the right door. I don't mind it, but your teammates kind of got that. So I would prefer you opening the middle door and shooting through middle. You know, like right now, I would actually prefer you just watching middle. Like opening the door, yeah, perfect. Just watching middle, but don't overcommit. There you go. And if he's the reason I wouldn't prone then overcommit is so you can get out. All I want you to do is stun and nade middle here and just watch it. Like, yeah, this is, yeah, you see? So right there, imagine you didn't get that guy middle. Do you see why sometimes on the hill you need to help your team? Because you're actually being another asset then. You know what most people do on the hill is they don't help their team. So they're basically making their team 3v4. How much better was that having the door open? Wasn't that so much harder for them to break in?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And the thing is, right now, I don't mind you proning, but the only problem with proning is if they camera you, they're going to be able to kill you. So I actually prefer you doing this, just standing, being annoying. You don't actually have to get the kill. What we're trying to do, we're trying to... Yeah, that's fine. But do you see that? Talk to me about that hill. Do you see the difference with what you were doing and what I wanted you to do with opening the door? Is because you're putting pressure on them. So even if you don't kill them, you just being there, they might get distracted by you. Then they're going to have less, you know, looking at your teammate. Does that make sense? What do you think about that, Tuna? Talk to me about that. I know it's you're in an intense fight right now, but about that hill, does that make sense? Why I wanted you to kind of get involved in the fight as well?
No, for sure. Right now, I'm just trying to push into their spawn.
That was great. Your shots are looking really good. I like this a lot. That's 3 down. So right now, you know they get one more wave. So you probably they're probably going to still spawn in front of you just from where your teammates are. Basically in that area. Okay, so right there, what I would say is you took a little bit too long to help your team, and then they got pinched. Okay. Yeah, so you know, I don't know why you went all the way around the back of P2. I think you could have kind of cut through the front there and cut the lane a little bit in a closer angle. We'll go through that after as well. Because what you did is you took a bit of an extra route and your teammates ended up getting pinched there. That's 3 down. You know where they're coming from. This is the 3rd rotation, so we don't want to overcommit like last time. This is the third time, so we don't want to make the same mistake. You've had the first 2 rotations both times. Let's make sure we lock this area down now. That's great. That's 3 down. So if you look at the map, see where they could be spawning. They're probably going to be spawning behind you. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. Now think of the 3 spawn points. They could be on your right. They're going to be through middle, or they could be at the back. Your teammates got the back. Your other teammates should have middle. They should be coming through here. If they don't come through here, they're coming through middle. There you go. So he's on top of you. So now it's just about the angle I'm at. Am I helping my teammates? There's one. There's should be the second. Okay, so what I think you did there, I don't mind the spot you were in, but the spot you were in, you were good for 1, but you were always going to get traded. So I actually don't think you needed to be pushed out right there. You could have probably played a better angle because they were coming towards you. So I know you were trying to cut lanes there, but I think that situation, you actually cut lanes, like you were only cutting lanes for 1 kill and then getting traded. You didn't put yourself in a situation to get multiple kills there. This P2, if you guys end up losing this map, it would probably be from this P2, to be honest with you. Everything else, you guys played flawless in. It's just that P2, I feel like they got a lot of it. This was probably the best one, and you guys rotated early every time, so this is good. That's 3 down.
All right, let me see.
Yeah, that was a little bit of tunnel vision with the mini-map. He was shooting as soon as you spawned. I think you just maybe didn't look at the mini-map there. So do you see how you spawn back up top here? This is a very lucky spawn here. So what we have to say is we have to understand that was a very lucky situation. And against Crims or Aries, we may not get that same luck because we'll set up early. So we take it, but we understand we have to be a little bit faster in other games, okay? Right now, don't get tunnel vision. Look what's open. I like the play. Just make sure we don't leave middle and right for too long. Just make sure we kind of constantly check that.
Well, my teammate just went through middle.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great awareness from you. So you know they can't come through middle. So you can maybe just check the right and then go back to your left. This is perfect. Great stuff here. Just strafe a little bit more on this head glitch. Just be a bit more annoying. Just keep putting your pressure down. This is great what you're doing. Keep putting that pressure down. Yeah. Now you got about 10 bullets left after these few shots. And now we got, yeah, think about the rotation. So one thing is on this hill is, I don't mind the way you're playing.
This way.
Yeah, let's see how you do. Let's see how you do. So keep an eye on the kill feed. Keep an eye on the kill feed. That guy is probably dead. Yep, there he is. Oh, that's okay. We're not going to judge a pistol shot. Don't even worry about it. That's 3 down, I believe. I don't know if that was 2 or 3. Your whole teammates on the hill there. So I would go through the left there. What I would have preferred, instead of staying on the hill, I would have preferred you go for a different angle there and just kind of cutting through the left, you know, just making it harder for your opponents. I love that play. See, that's a really good play from you. That's a really good play because you're putting pressure on them. Now you could just, you know, play a different angle. This is really good from you. That's unlucky. So he came through the middle there. So the middle was open from earlier.
I spawned out.
Yeah, that's yeah. This is huge. Let's see what happens there.
All right, traded. That's okay.
It's getting close, man. It's getting close. You're playing well. You're playing well. We will clutch up here. Let's see.
Oh, bad.
Let's see. Let's see if you clutch up here, my friend. There you go. Okay, it's not bad. Not bad. Very close game right now.
Get a really solid hold on P1 here.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. I mean, you say it's really solid. We just need 5 seconds there. We literally just got to just touch the hill, get 1 kill, and get out, bro. Just get around, make it hard for them.
Only 1 left on time. 1 left.
There you go. So again, you did a good job there. You got 1. There you go. There you go. So as you're spawning up right now, you should be looking at the kill feed so you know how many people are left and what's going on. And there you go. There you go. Let's go. Very happy with that. Okay. First of all, let's go through a few things. Overall,
stressful.
Overall, I think you played well. I think you actually played well overall. I can see your understanding is there. I could definitely see the difference between you and the Crimson as is a few decisions, and we're going to go through together. In terms of mistakes made, I'll be honest, it wasn't that many. I actually don't think you made too many mistakes. One thing I would say is just like, I want to help you process information a little bit faster. And I'm going to show you kind of what to do in that situation, how to do it. And yeah, overall, I think it was good, though. I think it was good. We got a few things to work on, but overall, I'm happy with that. I actually think you played well, and I think you deserved the win. I think you deserved the win. You played composed, and you yeah, I liked it. I liked it. How do you think you played?
I think on my gunfights, I played decent, but
yeah,
I definitely could have. I think we won because I was just we were winning the rotations.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think you guys did out-rotate them quite a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen on Discord, and then let's go through a few things before we start the next map. Okay, so like I said, definitely happy with that. Overall, I think you did really good. Just a few small details I want to go through with you that I think could just add that extra little bit of, I would say, effectiveness to when you were cutting lanes, okay? So one of the first things I would say is we kind of went through briefly of that P2, right? When you won this situation, you were the red team, you were on the right-hand side. You good? Can you see the arrows and everything?
Yep.
Perfect. You knew the blue team were on the left. Regardless of where they were or how many, you just knew that your team was here and you were around there. Your teammate was with you. I can't really remember where everyone else was, but that's not really relevant. All we knew that is that you had this side of the map, they had this side, right? In this scenario for P2, are you happy with the side of the map you're on, or would you prefer to be on the left side of the map?
For P2, I'm happy on the right side. That's
okay.
where we want to be.
So that means you know where you want to be and you're good with that. So in that situation, your goal is now to stop them from basically entering your area and keeping them far away as possible. That's kind of your goal in your head, right? So the way you do that is either slowing them down or getting a kill and getting the actual kill. The point is you're trying to slow them down and just make it difficult for them. So right now, they have nothing else to watch but this door, right? There's about 10 seconds left of the hill. They're kind of just holding it. In this scenario, I want you to now flip your perspective and you are number 3, okay? You are number 3 and you're holding this door. Let's just say they have someone catwalk like this. They're trying to break in. If you're number 3, and I am now the red team, what do you want me to do? As an opponent, right? What do you want me to do? What would you love if I did?
If all 3 of you just push straight out that front door, so I can.
No, so you're blue. So you're blue. You're this guy. You're blue 3. Oh. I'm red. So I'm your opponent. Yeah. So what would you love for my team to do? There you go. Perfect. So while you're getting the scrap time, you would love if I just slid in to try and kill you, right? Because that's going to be very difficult. So sometimes it's as simple as understanding from the enemy's perspective, what would I love my opponent to do, and simply not do that. Does that make sense?
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Like in this situation, you going in is exactly what they want. There's no benefit in you going in like that, because for you to get 1 hair is such a low chance. But if you die and both of you end up dying, as you're dead now and you're standing here, those 3 seconds, you've literally given up this map control, and all you're doing is now giving yourself the bad spawns immediately. And that's just a very, very high risk play for not much reward. So I would much rather you play an angle where they actually can't look at you, because the thing about this, even if they know you're on the left, right? If your teammate is on the right, let's say your teammate's there, for example, or something like that, okay? They physically cannot kill you both at the same time. So they actually have to choose one. And let's say you had another teammate watching the cross, like something like that. Like when they go through, there's so many other variables they have to do. They have to kind of slide in. They have to look to the left. They have to look that way. It's just a lot harder for them to catch you. So sometimes you're better off just playing an off angle for 1. So play here, get 1, getting up, and then sliding away. Because imagine you kill this guy. It's now really difficult for them to run in, right? So you just want to make it as hard as possible for them. Once you get the first kill and you get the wave and stuff, then you can go a bit rogue. But the first entry kill is very important, and that happened 2 rotations in a row, okay? So be a little bit more efficient on those rotation kills. The next thing is on the P4. I know you were saying it worked in the moment, then after I know you were kind of concentrated. Did that make sense why I wanted you to open this door and watch middle?
Yeah. Because you're helping your team.
There you go.
3v4, like
yeah, perfect. Now, I like that you were prone there, but one thing I would say, something I personally like to do, is I like to actually kind of slide left and right and be annoying, because I know if my opponent slide cancels and cameras that corner, if I'm prone, I actually can't escape. Let's say he knows I'm there, right? And he slide cancels. He could actually beat me. Maybe I win it too, but again, I'm all about just making the risk as low as possible. My job here, and this is the new question, right now, this is your team. You're the blue team, okay? In this scenario, if you have a gunfight, you're blue and I'm red. I'm red, you're blue, okay? If me and you have a gunfight, and this gunfight goes on for 20 seconds right now, does that benefit me or you right now on this P4? The longer the gunfight is, who does it benefit?
That benefits me.
Absolutely, because every second it goes by, you're getting the hill time, right? So what you want to do is either kill him or delay the gunfight. So if you slide across and shoot him once and he's standing there pre-aiming you, do you see how you're kind of distracting him? He fully can't focus on anyone else because you're kind of being annoying. But you're not just standing there and dying. You're actually just sliding across, being annoying. And when you do see him, you get a shot and then get out of there. So he's actually thinking about you, trying to shoot you, and he's trying to kill the guy up top. Right? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So you're just being more annoying. Now, what you did at the start is you had the door shut. So all you're doing is sitting in the hill, making your teammates hold it 3v4. Yes, they could hold it, but why not just help them? Because you're in a good setup, so you should utilize that. Hold the hill and make it even harder for them to break, okay? Instead of relying on your teammates. Another thing is you guys got 4 down. You guys got 4 down and you were standing here, for example, and your teammate was here. I don't remember the exact setup, but let's say it was like this, okay? In this scenario, what you did is you kind of went up top. What is the issue with this setup?
They can just wrap and get behind us easily. Like there's there's way too many open lanes.
Yeah,
for,
perfect. In terms of map control, it doesn't have a lot, right? Now, pushing up is a separate thing, but in terms of just like verticality, you guys are keeping yourself in this right building. Now, I want you to think about it from the opponent's POV. Every time they go round, all 4 of them are going to be looking at this side because you're all there. So all 4 of them are going to be looking here, and all it takes is one of them to find an angle. How many angles are open right now if we did this? As the opponent, I'm the red team. You see how many angles are open right now? Your guys up top, there's a chance one of them get caught. Would you agree? If you have someone in the hill, someone this guy might just get caught out. So what you want to do is you want to create as many angles as possible, because then it's difficult for them. So imagine you actually play down there. First of all, this guy wouldn't be able to push up. So he has to go through middle. Now, when this guy comes through, he not only has to watch your side, he has to watch the left as well. So it gets very difficult for them. Very, very, very difficult for them. So I want you to just mix up the angles.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's just like something I don't see enough in like the like when I say like gold and platinum lobbies. People love stacking the hill.
For sure, yeah, because to just be more annoying, play outside the hill, play off angles, and just make it as difficult for them to basically get in as possible.
Yeah, no, 100%. So that's all it is. That was the main things I saw. All right, bro. So let's go. Another thing, one more point, and then we can go to a game. Is times where you were like standing here, for example, and they had P2. So they had the whole of P2, and you were like overcommitting by yourself to trying to get through. You're not trying to get through. You want to get a kill, slow them down, and then work as a team. So sometimes you need to just play for a kill before you get closer and closer and closer. You need to get a kill, get map control, then break it down. Okay. So when you're ready, let's go for another game. All right, let's go, man. Let's see how you do. So yeah, like we said, a couple of those mistakes, just clean up a little bit, stretch the map a bit, just make it harder for your opponents, little things like that, all right? Yeah, okay. See what's going on.
Where the hell was he at?
I keep forgetting to have the game volume on. I'm so stupid. The game volume's not on the stream. No, it should be good now. There you go. All right, about to go to the second rotation and see what's going on.
Oh, I should have my gun out. I whipped my knife out. I
Okay.
didn't think anybody was back there.
What can we do now? We've got the decent spawn.
Hardpoint locked down. We've taken the lead. Stay on task.
Okay. How are we feeling off the break here?
Feeling okay.
So right now, that's like 4 down. Yeah, so perfect. You know, right there, you got 4 down. I want to see you way quicker shoulder that kind of ledge and stun and nade that bottom. Remember what you did on the P4 and protocol? Do you remember when you opened the door and watched through middle? Exactly the same thing there. I need you just watching over and shooting to slow them down. That's definitely something I want you to be more useful with when you're on the hill. Is just getting information and being annoying. Is that fair?
Yeah. I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right there, I probably should have just wrapped on.
Oh, absolutely. Right there. As soon as you see him, instead of sliding forward, slide backwards. Just you slide back into cover. We got 18 seconds left here. Our whole teammates on the hill. So what do you think we should do? So right now, I don't want to see you overcommit. I don't want to see you overcommit. There you go. You got to be very careful. Now, I think right there you went a little bit wrong. I think you were fine where you were, just holding the right-hand side there. So even right now, you're not using your mini-map to see where the danger is. You're looking at this is the big thing we need to go for. Yeah. You see how you watch the front there? That can't be by chance, by luck. We need to look at the front earlier and don't let them get through. So right there, when you went to the back through the zip line, this was a really big mistake. We're going to go through this later properly, okay? This was a massive mistake we need to go through. Just not like to tell you off, obviously, just because I think this is if we can get through that learning curve together, we'll be able to see what to do better. That's even that alone. If we can learn from this map, I'll be happy. That's 4 down. They're going to be spawning at the front. They're going to be spawning at the front. So even right there, as soon as you get that 4 down, your teammates at the back, you should just watch the front. You should be watching the front immediately. So again, we need to put more pressure on and then later. You see how they were at the front right there? And you got to the front so late? You were actually there, what, for 10 seconds earlier? You probably could have been up there already. So just about understanding where they're going to come from and set up in a really good position.
Understood.
Yeah, so this first P3, I think we made a few mistakes. Now, you're still up by 30, 35 points or 40, 50 points, so it's not bad, but we can clean that up. You'll be up by 90 points, and the game just comes so easy then. Once you have like a 60-point lead, the game's so easy because you can afford to like rotate late. You know, sorry, you can like afford to rotate, but they always have to fight for everything.
Yeah, and we really messed that rotation up right there.
So now you can see the chain effect.
I'm so used to calming.
There you go. No, good. Go for it. Good. I want you to come. I want you to tell me inside the mind what's going on. This is what I want to see. So right there was actually good. Good kills right there. So let's keep going. That's 2 down. We know the last guys. You had your equipment right there. So right there, just spam your equipment. Make it nice and easy. That's okay. That's okay. So you know they're coming through. There you go. Again, even the nade, just be a little bit deeper, like where the zip line is, you know, little things like that. Right there, that guy gets a 2-piece. That was a big mistake. Again, the pressure, I'm not seeing enough pressure in the... we're going to go through this after, but this is the game where if you win, I definitely think a Crimson team would have probably fried you guys. I think there's a lot of little mistakes. And these guys are letting you get away with it. But this is good because this is important to show you that the score is kind of irrelevant to the mistakes made. You can see there's so many mistakes made and you guys are still getting away with it. I like this play from you, getting a good kill. Let's see what you do there.
Yeah.
Okay, you're one shot.
Trying to, like, keep that point contested.
Yeah, no, sure.
So my teammates can get there.
Sure. Now you're playing through. Let's see how you do now. This is the one I mean about stretching the map as well. Do you remember I said stretching the map earlier? So you know you're going through the front door. You see how chaotic this is? You end up getting traded immediately. I like you to sometimes go through the right and kind of spread the map. Just like we said on Vault, right? I think one thing you do is you kind of go forward all the time, but I don't see you taking different routes and like spreading the map a bit. Is that fair? Like going left or right and like spreading the map a little bit instead of being directly with your teammate. That way you're not just going into a choke point.
That makes sense. I understand that.
Perfect. So right now, again, we've got a nice little lead. So even though I've seen a few decent mistakes, we've got a massive lead. So this is nice and easy to win this game. I like that a lot. That's 3. You know, the last guy's on the hill right there. That's the 4th. I love the way you backed up. That was really good. I think you could have been even a little bit earlier because you're weak there, but it still worked out. Good play from you. You see him behind you. There you go. Good stuff. You know they're coming through the front now, so just about holding this top middle.
Oh, stairs. I probably should have stuck.
Yeah, I would have said, to be honest, I agree. I don't even think you should have gone to the hill there. I think you're better off holding the middle. What do you think? Just kind of locking down that middle area, making sure your team has mid-map control. Like, the hill's the easy bit. The mid-map control is everything. Like, you know you're locking it down now? I wanted you to do that earlier. Like, just hold this middle. That's 3 down, so we should push up a bit. When you get 3 down there, you need to be pushing up, playing a different angle. So even right there, I would have gone through the left, and as soon as you got that 2 kills, I would have went through the left door and gone through a different angle. Just try to get to the cannon, basically, especially because you have a sub. I love this route. I love this route. I was waiting. I was gonna see if you go underground. I'm very happy with that. I'm so happy with that because they rotate early. You should be good to go. There you go. Perfect. Let's see how you play this. So right now you're early by yourself. So the goal shouldn't be playing the hill. The goal should be playing the kills. I actually don't mind that. I think he actually read that well. One thing you could do is instead of fully sliding out, it's just shouldering. Your whole job there is to be annoying, right? So maybe just play your life there, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That happened. That's just a part of the territory.
I'm like, where? I also think I get caught up, like, not knowing where they are.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not checking enough angles before I run into the hill. Because I noticed that, like, I play with, like, a lot of my buddies who are, like, crims, and they just slam. Because they just know, like, where they're going to be. Or they can anticipate it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think one thing is the minimap. I don't know how much you're using the minimap in the kill feed because there's things we can see, and I don't know if you're doing it by chance or you're looking at it, so that's something we need to kind of see.
I definitely don't use enough. Yeah,
I can definitely see it's not enough, but I don't know how much you use it. I think you might use it an okay amount. We just got, wherever it is, we got to do way more. We got to do way more of that. But yeah, it's not bad so far, not bad. We've got a nice little lead here. We just got maybe rotate a little bit early. Remember, the P4 is such a money hill. Like, look how much work you guys have done. They can just bring it back in this one hill. So even right there, like, you look at your map, There, your teammates had spiral. You should have been so much quicker to get to the zip line. Like, you know right there, you're pre-aiming spiral, your teammates were there. So for me, they're just like, yeah, even right there, like, you see what I'm saying? Your teammates spawn spiral. So you should know they're spawning through the zip side. And just be way quicker using your equipment there, your trophy, your stuns, whatever, just helping your teammates. And now they break in. Again, against a better team, I think they would have really punished you. I think this game, they actually let you off.
No, for sure. I understand what you're saying.
And we don't want to rely on luck. We want to make sure we're winning every game efficiently and smooth.
Oh shit. Okay, that sucked.
Not bad so far though. Not bad at all.
Hardpoint is active.
It should be a clean winner. Should be a clean winner. If you look at the map, they should be behind you. Yep. So again, just being way quicker with the map here. I can see you're not using the map nearly enough. Like if you, because there's sometimes I see clear danger and you're reacting a few seconds later. So that's showing me you're not using the minimap enough. I think that's definitely something that can help you. Just get there a little bit faster, just using the minimap a little bit more. Because I think when you do use the minimap, I think you are reading the game pretty well. It's just sometimes you're taking too long to do that. Which is completely normal, by the way. So right now, look where you're spawning. They have to be coming through heli, right? So that should be a stun and nade heli immediately. Now, you know in that cut, you know they're coming through heli, and you still have your stun and nade here, right? I think you should have used that 20 seconds ago, like into that that heli cut. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. Like, definitely one of my biggest problems is I don't,
to be fair, I think you use your equipment a good amount. I just don't think you use it fast enough as like an iridescent crimson level. I think you use it a good amount though. It's not like you never use it. I think you do use it a decent amount, but just not, it's not there yet. It's not like 90%. It's like you're like 70% right now, which is actually, I say most diamonds I coach are less than you in terms of equipment usage. I actually think you do a good job at it.
I gotcha.
A little bit tunnel vision there when you're running through, you know. I like that you made the play there, but you should be looking for the reinforcements first, get the kill, then watch behind you. So kind of just your priority there when you're going through. But it's really not bad. You're actually playing well overall. There's like one or two things we can go through that I think can clean us up. But yeah, not bad overall.
Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is secure.
This one should be a wrap right here. This one should be it.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
That time I was just trying to wait for my teammates to get there.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Right there, I think you could have slid sideways instead of walking and just distract him. Again, sometimes buying time is the best thing. Just buying time for your team. Okay, so this is where you're tunnel visioned. The amount of time you went through there, you should never be breaking this hill without using your equipment. Ever. Like that should be the first thing you do. When you're running through here, bro, you need to be just spamming your equipment as the first thing. Because if they have trophies in there, you can get rid of their trophies. Like, if 4 of you are using your equipment, you are going to get rid of their trophies. As soon as you don't use your equipment, you're giving them a chance. You see what I'm saying?
I see what
like you dying there without equipment is a big bad red flag. You should just rotate early here. Just rotate early, just set up and win the game, man. Don't even overcomplicate it, bro. Okay.
Yeah. So
You're right there. I think, bro. I think right there again, you overcomplicate it a little bit. You're good for one, bro. Just go inside the hill, help your teammates, and just sit on the head glitch. You're good for one. You could push out when you have more map control, you know, or your teammates have a good setup. That's one in right now. I would just flood in. There's 4 of you, 4v2. I'll just flood in. There you go. There's one great play. You should be good on the last. There you go. Perfect. Okay, they should be coming through spiral here. So just jump on the stairs real quick, or just spiral. Okay. Yeah. See right there. Don't put your controller down, man. Don't put your foot off the gas, bro. Don't put your foot off the gas. All right, you get away with it. All right. Overall, not bad. Definitely not clean though. Definitely not clean. Is that? Would you agree? That wasn't clean enough. Like that game should have been.
Sure. Like that shouldn't even been a close.
Yeah, like they just kept on getting momentum, and that, look, it happens. It is what it is. But you just got to clean it out. Now this is a good thing because you had such a lead. No matter how much momentum they get, you guys are always so close to winning. You could just afford you had like 6 times where you got out rotated, then you were fine.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's also like I'm trying to mentally do the things that you're telling me to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Used to it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. It's a little bit difficult while doing it. Absolutely. But yeah, overall, not bad at all. One thing I will say is, let me show you. I'm going to show you one thing and then we'll end that one there, okay? So if you go back to the Discord and screen share. So yeah, I thought what I wanted to do is just go through literally 1 or 2 small details with you that I thought could help you out. So these are things separate from last game, okay? So when you have a map, I always kind of split the map into 3. And this one specifically, protocol, I do that as 1 section. That is kind of 2 sections. And then the third, okay? So you have A, B, and C. We always want B control. Like, what I mean by that is we would like for the opponent to be in either A or C, depending on the hill. So technically on P2, if we had a magic wand, we would actually love to keep our opponent in A up to, say, the 45-second mark, and then for the last 15 seconds, we'd want them in C. Does that make sense? Like, we would, if we could, like, choose where we'd want them, that is where we would have them. Would you agree or disagree with that?
I would agree with that. That makes sense.
Because then we have the majority of P2 from the hill, and then we give them the bad spawn. So that's what we would want. Now for P3, where would you want the opponents? If you're on P3, where would you want the opponents? On A, B, or C in terms of map control?
On P3, when I'm on C.
Okay, so if you want them on C, you need to make sure that you keep them trapped there. So there was a few times from the P2 rotation, I'll give you a perfect example, is you were around... I can't remember the starting point. I can't remember, maybe it was, I can't remember the exact starting point, but the point was this: you were like somewhere around there, and you went up the zip, which was a really good play. So in this scenario, you need to keep them as far away. So we need to keep them in C, right? But what you did is you let go of C to kind of wrap back round and watch the outer skirt. So you were going closer towards your spawn on A. Now, as you go back here, your teammates are on the hill, right? So let's say this was their setup, something like this. I can't remember exactly, but it was something like this, okay? Your job right now is to keep them around there. So can you see the issue with you going backwards? You're allowing them to go through middle map right now. You're catching a bad timing. So this is something I saw you do a few times. You're catching a bad timing. So by going backwards and then wrapping round, they could have already gone through. They could have gone underground. So what you want to do is you want to stop them when they're on C and they're spawning back there. You want to have them in your sight. So you want to be up there. Or I think you were standing here, actually. You were standing here because I remember you were there. And I think you were fine where you were. All you had to do was shift right and kind of keep them trapped there. But you went backwards and then you started holding it like from here and wrapping around. So talk to me about that. Does that make sense? Why I want you to maintain this map control, maintain this A line from a high position. Now, if your team all die, then I don't mind you playing your life because you're trying to play. Say your teammate spawns out, I don't mind you playing your life back here for map control and like getting a few waves of kills. But when you have the map control, you need to push them as far back as possible.
For sure. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it happened a few times, and that shows we weren't using the minimap. Now with the kill feed is very important because if you look at the kill feed, you can tell how many people are dead. If there's 4 dead, they're not going to spawn behind you if you're here, right? But if you don't know how many are dead, you're going to be constantly paranoid that, oh, someone might have snuck through. So the kill feed tells me, so I saw the kill feed that told me no one could sneak in through, but you might have not seen that. So that's why I'm saying you have to look at the kill feed constantly, because otherwise you're not going to know where they could be or how many people are up. If I know that the kill feed, we haven't seen, let's just say the opponent's called Dave. We haven't seen Dave for 20 seconds. That tells me from my gut feeling, Dave could be underground. Maybe let's watch Spiral. So the kill feed just gives me that help and allows my gut feeling to work through itself. See where I'm coming from? Without the kill feed, I won't know where Dave is because I don't know he's missing. So the kill feed allows you to look for people. Imagine Optic are playing and Shotzi's not there for 20 seconds. People know he's taking a route because you know the player's tendencies and you know the timings. So it's all about the kill feed. They only know that because of the kill feed. If they say Kenny, Dashy, Pred are dead and it's been 10 seconds, it's safe to assume Shotzi's taking a route. He's not going to be sitting at the back of his spawn. Right, make sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to look at the kill feed more and understand, okay, this guy's dead. All right, cool. He should be there. And just make sure you're holding the map control, stuff like that. Another one was when you got 4 down. You got 4 down. Your teammates were in the hill. Your 2 teammates in the hill. I don't know if you remember this on the P3. You literally had 4 down, and this was your setup, something like this, okay? You were number 1. This should be go, go, go. I think your teammate was up top. I can't remember. But you stood here and started watching the back. I don't know if you remember. You started watching the back door. I was like, go forward, go, go, go. You need to look at this and say, right, we need to keep them at C. My whole team is here. We got 4 down. How many seconds does it take for them to spawn when there's 4 down? Or just generally, how many seconds does it take for them to spawn? Perfect. So you now have 3 seconds to set up. So you should be like 1, 2, 3. I would say just go prone. Just go prone. Or sometimes I go prone. Just go prone. Because when they're running past, can they look at you right now? No, because your teammate's in the window. So they're actually trying to get across. You know what they're trying to do right now? They're actually not trying to kill anyone. They're trying to get across, slide across, and trying to like get through the front. So you're just sitting here prone. Let them get across. Let one get across, maybe one go in. And then when the second and third are coming in, imagine right now this is the play, right? Let's just say this guy's weak, he's prone. If this guy goes in, do you think number 2 and 3 are going to guess your hair? if this guy gets through. They're going to just try and trade him. So sometimes let one go in, be trigger disciplined enough to let the second go through. As the third's right there, now you start shooting. Because think about it. Now this guy's in a 1v2. Is he going to win this? Probably not, because they're watching it. This guy gets killed immediately. This guy, by the time he turns around, you've already killed him as well. So you just playing the off angles makes it so annoying. Now your team gets 3. Guess what? Reposition again, because they're going to think you're on the left, right? So you can't stand here. So now go prone here. Just go prone. You see? Be annoying. Go through different angles, and that's how you cut lanes. So you asked me before the timing and stuff. That's how the timing works. You have to use a kill feed, because you were standing here watching the back, but I saw 4 down. Can they spawn behind you right now, or are they more likely going to spawn there?
They're going to spawn C.
So you should know that as soon as you get the kills. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Maybe I go up top. Maybe I go in an angle. Play a different corner. Maybe I go prone here and just let them run past and just be annoying. And that's the difference, okay?
Gotcha.
Perfect. All right, let's end the video there. YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.